So my name is Kariuki Josphat, and Kariuki Josphat is a married man to one Piaros Cherotich, and between us we are blessed with 4 young children, and we thank God for that. For the sake of those who are here for the very first time, I want to perhaps to connect with you and say that before this opportunity, Piaros and myself were employees. We were employed as full-timers, Piaros in high school to teach physics and mathematics with the TSC here in Kenya. Personally, I was a full-time lecturer in the university, that is at Catholic University of Eastern Africa. And that is way back in 2010. That is when the opportunity came to us. I delight in saying that God loved us so much that he brought the opportunity right into our house. We never went looking for it, but someone visited us and shared the good news that we want to share with you tonight. And our lives have never, ever been the same again. Well, here we'll be talking about 3 main things. We will talk about health, because without health, then even if you are the wealthiest man, you will not enjoy that wealth. We'll also talk about, wealth itself. How do we make sure that you're able to live a better life financially? And finally, how do we enjoy a lifestyle? Traveling around the world and having fun. So those are 3 things that we've benefited for the last 11 years, Piaros and myself. For me, what motivated me to partner with this opportunity was the financial aspect. For my wife, it was health, because we all have diverse needs. What might interest you to join us might be very different from what others might be interested in. So if you allow me, I will quickly go into sharing my slides so that I'm able to present. And that should be in just a minute. Give me just a minute. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we are saying that our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. What a mission. Just imagine you being part of the people who are making the world a healthier place and a happier place. So that's what we delight in doing. And we say that your health is your greatest wealth. You don't want to do it the other way around. World Health Organization guides us that you can perfect your health by sleeping enough, doing exercises, and also eating well. And of the 3, nutrition is what we'll focus more on, because it contributes the larger percentage. And easy to notice here is that whatever you swallow, it is either fighting disease or feeding disease, right? So this is what World Health Organization recommends that we eat. This is how we should be eating. First, we do lots of exercises so that we can manage our weight. And then we take lots of whole grains, that is unrefined meals. Don't eat grains which are refined and everything helpful is already removed. Then we take lots of fruits and vegetables for obvious reason, to boost our immunity. Now, reduce on proteins, especially for us adults, because we are not really growing per se. So if it's about meat, let's not eat too much. Men in the house, I know that offends you because we are used to taking like a quarter, just to be very kind in ones. I know some will take a half alone. But We are saying you should take like 20 grams in a day, not more than that. So if you buy a quarter of meat, then it should be shared amongst 12.5 people. Well, not 0.5, 12 adults and 1 child. Then reduce or do away with fats and sugars, as you can see up there. But what do we do? Let's be very honest. How do we do it? Which one is more common? Doing it the way I've just showed you on the left-hand side, or doing it like this lady here, inverted triangle and healthy wellness triangle? You'll agree with me, especially in urban centers, most people will invert the triangle like that. Wow, it is yummy as my children would put it, but when it gets into your body, it does more harm than good. And that is what has resulted to these chronic diseases, which we are happy to reverse. We are happy to reverse this trend of chronic diseases: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, respiratory challenges, obesity, name them. And the solution we are using started way back in 1958, founded by Jerry Brassfield. This guy here, a very good friend of mine now. He's in his 80s, but behaving like he's in 40s. Now, the company Neolife was started so that we can literally live a better life, free of these chronic diseases and free of poverty. And it came to Africa in 1971, then in Kenya, 1996. To me, it came in 2010, and to you, it has come today. Over the years, we've been spreading to different countries. Now we are already in 57 countries, not even 56. We have added one more. And one would wonder, how come we are growing stronger when many companies are crashing, especially because of the current situation globally? It is because of our strong values. Think of this, a company that is guided by honesty and integrity. What we tell you is just but the truth. People are number one. We are not here to look for money. Money is a result of empowering many other people. Products that work, because as you can see on the right-hand side, we have a scientific advisory board, a group of top doctors and scientists who research into these products to make sure that they are based in nature and backed by science. Therefore, the products really work. As a matter of fact, this gentleman here, the late Dr. Arthur Fast, happens to have been the founder of cancer chemotherapy. So that is the level of science we are talking about here. And then equal opportunity for all, old and young, educated and those who are not as learned, and so on and so forth. Then long range vision. The company has been there for 63 years now. It will be there for another 63 years and another 63 years. That means the concept we are sharing today will not only benefit and aid with you, but even generations to come after you. You are starting a journey that your great-grandchildren will celebrate and thank you for. Now, look at the solution that we have. We have already identified some dietary gaps in how we eat. So we have a way of filling in these dietary gaps. For the exercise, nothing to fill in. You have to do it yourself. But for the whole grains, we have TRINN, which fills in this gap for whole grains. Then for fruits and vegetables, we have carotenoid complex, then omega-3 salmon plus, omega-3 salmon plus. And then we also have a fourth one called MOTI, meaning many minerals and vitamins. And you can see that from the sachet up there. It has 4 products, and the bigger box written Provitality there has 30 such sachets, so that in a whole month you have been supplied with products that will cater for the dietary gaps. On the left-hand side, we have Liquivite, a liquid form of the Provitality for the very young children and the very old who cannot take capsules. Right. Now, those are not the only products we have. We have many others. And important at this time is immune boosters because of COVID-19. We all know that zinc and vitamin C are perfect for fighting corona. Now we have the best, literally, gelatin, zinc, and vitamin C will help you to either come out of COVID-19 or to protect yourself from contracting. So that's what we are saying there. Then think of this weight loss program. Weight is a menace to so many people. I know our sisters in the call are more sensitive on weight, but it affects everyone, even us men. The minute you have too much weight, then you are prone to getting chronic issues like diabetes and the pressure, among others. So we have this wonderful weight loss program there, and it is very effective. I'm always proud to share this slide with the first timers. This is a photo of my wife before taking the weight loss or weight management program. You can see her there, and after taking the weight loss program. I mean, those are two different people. And the beauty is you lose weight in a very healthy way, and your skin doesn't remain sagging. You don't have some weight, a mass here, flesh, hanging around when you are telling your guests goodbye, and then this part is also waving at you. You don't want that. You want to reduce weight in a very, very proportional way. Now, we also have many other categories of products I will just mention. You can see up there we have herbals. This is where we have the category of, say, feminine herbal, which fine-tunes your hormones as a lady so that you don't get these chronic issues or cancer with the ladies, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and others. Other ladies are not able to conceive because of hormonal imbalance. So feminine herbal will regularize your hormones so that that issue is gone. And the same applies for us men. We have masculine herbal. Please don't mix the two. If you're a lady, don't use masculine, and if you're a man, don't use feminine. Masculine is for men to fine-tune our hormones and to help us to remain as men in the real sense, and also fight prostate cancer. You don't want to be among the statistics of people who have died of the cancer. Moving on, you can see down here we have a children program because we also need to invest in the health of our children. And then we have detergents. We call them home care products that we use which are not chemicals at all. They are absolutely pure. And then we have skin care, natural ones. You don't have to put on your face skin chemicals. You want to have that natural beauty. And finally, down there, we have farm care. That is products for boosting the yields in our chambers, all right? Supergrow is a very famous product because it will multiply the yields 3 times, and you use it for any crops. Your crops will be green even in very dry season when all the other farms are dry. And it is a foliar. Very, very economical. 1 liter of Supergrow, you put water in 1,000 liters of water. Okay, so it's very, very economical. And in a summary, we are saying when you use our products, you feel better. When you take our food supplements, you feel better. When you use our natural detergents, you live in a better environment. And when you put on the natural skincare, you look better. So we have more than 110 different products, but we'll be training you on the same as we move on. For now, we just want to give you a good idea of what we are dealing with. Now, having talked about the products behind our opportunity, then we can talk of financial and lifestyle success. But we start with the products first because any stable business that will last for the longest must have tangible products that it is dealing with. Otherwise, minus products, then we would be talking about fake things. And the reason why the company has been there for 63 years is because of the products that we have just looked at. Products that everyone needs on a daily basis. Not the sick, also the healthy, who are smart enough to know that prevention is better than cure. and so on and so forth. So now let's go into financial lifestyle success. This is what motivated me to join. I wasn't really attracted by the health bit that time, although today I value health more than anything else. But what made me to really get started is the issue of money. Why? I was working in a good job as a lecturer, full-time lecturer, but money was never enough. I would be paid on one hand, and I would pay all bills, and all that money would get finished. So earning on this hand, bills on this head, and I cannot even clear the bills. And I was getting into that cycle every month. That was the trend. So my wife and I were in a prayerful mood when this opportunity found us. It was a God-answered prayer. Okay, so we all have dreams, and if your dreams have died, I persuade you to resurrect them. It's not over until it's over. You are still alive. Make sure your dreams are alive. Don't allow yourself to give up on your dreams. So what do you want in life? In terms of finances, some of us want extra income. You don't want to live a limited life. You want to live a life of abundance. You want to change your car and you start driving a machine. I mean, it feels nice when you have the means. You want to travel around the world. You want to live in a very comfortable and secure place. Those are some of the top dreams, not the only ones. I know for some of us, our dreams are just to be able to pay school fees for our children without hassles. And you'll be able to achieve all these dreams. But the question is, how do you make your earning? Where are you in this cash flow quadrant? Are you on the E, where you depend on employment and you are there every single month waiting to be paid at the end of the month, and you have to be paid the following month, otherwise you won't survive? Are you a self-employed person, small business that cannot survive even COVID-19? Are you on the right-hand side where we have big business builders and you don't even work for money because you have secure sources of income? Or are you at this very best quadrant, investors, people who don't have to work for money because money works for them? Now, it's very clear that the left-hand side and the right-hand side live in two different worlds. The left-hand side works so hard, but they are working for the people on the right-hand side. The left-hand side are often so highly learned so that they can be employed by the people on the right-hand side. And who goes on strikes often is the employees, so that they can be handed some income. But you're not saying that in this call, we are all on the left-hand side. I know for some of us, we are already on the right-hand side. But the beauty is, when you are successful, you want to get to another level of success. And in any case, wouldn't it be so nice if you can be able to help a good number of people who are on the left-hand side to cross over to the right-hand side where you are? That is where blessings hide. So we tell you that you are starting your own business, but we'll be there to support you. And Neolife provides us with all the support that we need to build successful businesses globally. You'll never lack the products. They will always import them in time. They will distribute the products wherever you want to have them. They give us online platforms to build our business. If you have friends in US and you want to involve them in your business, it's so easy, and so on and so forth. So you partner with the company by paying a one-time fee of $8,970. Note that you are partnering with the company. They are not employing you. You become equal partners. So you'll be sharing the profits and all the other benefits together with the company. It is not like in the old conventional way of doing business, where in between the consumer and the manufacturer, we have so many people in between: wholesalers, retailers, advertisers, distributors. No, here you are directly connected with the company. So the millions the company would have wasted in advertising and all that, you share. A very simple way to go about it. So once you've paid 89.70, it comes back to you in form of a kit, a literature kit. It has got an international license in it. You get literature materials explaining more about the products, the business, compensation plan, and everything. And then you are given the 4 products we talked about. That is the 3NN, omega-3 salmon plus, carotenoid complex, and multi, packaged together in a Provitality for a whole month. Now, every product is assigned points, and these points will be converted into a bonus end of the month. So like the Provitality there has got 36 points. Then you're given your own website. Those who are in IT, you know, to develop a website, you need too much money. But here the company empowers you and gives you your own. Then free delivery anywhere in the country. So now you with the Provitality, your triangle is already returned in the right side up. And we can talk about business. What is your work? Because we work, you cannot be paid for nothing. It is business like any other. And instead of working hard, what we do is we work smart. Look at the things that you do and you realize that there's nothing new. It is what you have been doing, only that you've not been paid. All right, number 1, use the products. You've been using skincare, lotions, and the like. You've been taking showers with some soaps and all that, but no one pays you. But here you are told every time you buy anything, you get points and you'll be paid end of the month. Now, number 2, if you share the products with someone who is not a partner with the company, then you'll get profits and you also get points. Number 3 is the main one. Share the opportunity with others. Don't be excited to change your life alone. Bring others to also connect with the company. Be a blessing to others. It won't be so good that you are driving the best machine and all your friends are struggling financially. So ask them to also come and listen to this kind of an opportunity and they join the company. Now, the system is in a way that when they join, the system will capture that it is you who recommended them to partner with the company. And therefore, whatever the business they do, you'll also be gaining from that. So you earn points every time you bring anyone into the business because they are also getting products. Always, when I talk of points, think of products. There are no points hanging somewhere. It is products which are moving from the warehouse. And that is why we are paid. So number 4 is training so that you can get skills to do the business. You are starting the business not knowing much, but I can tell you, with the time, you'll be even more knowledgeable than some of us. I have been there for 11 years. Therefore, the knowledge I have has come also because of the trainings I have been getting. Now, I want to say this, that once you have partnered with the company, you got your 36 points, you identify which other 2, 3, 4 products do you need in your house so that you change your shopping behavior. And when you have bought a few of those products, the money you were spending in supermarkets, you use it now here actually less, then with 100 points, you are called a qualified distributor. And the only thing you need to do is now connect with 4 others, bring other 4 dreamers or more. 4 is just a number. You could bring 10. Some of us are used to bringing, at one point, I remember I brought 24. Because people are hungry for success. They are looking for this opportunity. They are not aware that this thing is happening, yet it has been in our own country here for the last almost 25 years. So now with 4 distributors like you, you are called a manager and you start getting something small. It can be as small as 2,500 shillings. But common sense, these 4 people you have brought, they will also bring their friends, because they also have other friends that you would want to have benefit. And when they become managers like you will go to another level called senior manager. And as a senior manager, you earn up to 25,000. It could be 10,000, They could be 15,000, 20, 25,000, depending on the production, the volume of products that are moving from the warehouse from your network. Now, look at it this way. You are not working alone. Jacinta Modoni, sorry, you are messing up with the screen. So I have to stop sharing fast. I guess Jacinta is new in the Zoom, so we forgive you for that. All right. So now we move on. So as a senior manager, you are able to earn up to 25,000 Kenya shillings. And you also get recognition, by the way. The company recognizes every effort you make. Now, when the 4 managers go to the next level of senior manager, like yourself, you will no longer be a senior manager, but you'll be called a director. As a director, you're earning up to 90,000. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember, this is what some of us have done over the years. And in this call, we have so many directors, people earning in excess of 90,000, some in their 2nd month, 4th month, name them, depending on your aggressiveness and how burning your desire to succeed is. So as a senior, as a director, you're earning up to 90,000 plus. And by the way, we also give you some other incentives. You get the recognition with that of director. You can see the pin there. But you also get hefty cash incentives. We give you, as your leaders, on top of what the company gives you, we give you 10,000 Kenya shillings. And then we invite you for lifestyle event, beginning of next month, but one will all be at Ole Sereni. We invite you for free the whole day just to enjoy yourself as a new director. Then leadership school in Mombasa, will be going there soon. You get a director folder, 1 class recognition, and so on and so forth. In a nutshell, we are saying this. You start down there as a distributor, or what we are currently calling promoter, because you are promoting your own business. And then you go to manager, senior manager, director, they have showed you. But note this, when one of your team members becomes a director, then you are called a sapphire director, earning 100,000 plus. Now think about it this way. You are already earning what you're earning where you are working. And maybe a couple of months or a year from today, you're earning an extra 100,000 Kenya shillings. Will it change your life? Will you be able to do some things that you were being, constrained from doing initially? And the obvious answer is yes. Now, with 3 directors in your team, you are called a Ruby director, earning in excess of 200,000. And when you have 6 directors plus, then you are called a president team member, earning 500,000 Kenya shillings. When I was showed this plan, I said, that is where I belong. I started calling myself president team member in my first 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. And there is power in the tongue. I didn't know that I was to become a president team member in less than 3 years, but I talked it out. I worked it out day and night during my free time. All that time I was a full-time lecturer in the university, but the free time that I had is what I used to build my business all the way to president in 2 years and 11 months, which tells you that it can be done. Whatever one person has done, any other can be able to do it. And before perhaps I tell you anything more about my crazy achievements, I want to first pause there and bring, on behalf of all the other directors who are on this call, I want to bring one of them, a lady who came in here and her life was not that exciting. She will tell you that she had reached at a point where she was not so sure of tomorrow. But today, the life she's living, ladies and gentlemen, it's so exciting that every single Kenyan who comes to understand this opportunity would want to do it just like she has done it. And if Lydia Mwesa, you can hear me, I want to give you this chance so that you can give us your success story. Lydia Mwesa.
Yes, President team member, Josphat, can you hear me, please?
Very well, go on.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be able to share my story with everyone. And I just want to say once more that my name is Lydia Mwesa, and I'm a teacher by profession, and a mother, and a business lady with Neolife International, for which I'm very proud of. Where did this opportunity find me? The Neolife opportunity found me when I was teaching, of course, in high school and part-time in the university. So, of course, like everyone else, I was very excited that I had been able to go through school successfully and college and gotten my job so that I can get my dreams, met. I dreamt like every other young person that I would finish, get a job, be able to live my life, eat what I want, the time I want, dress the way I want, go where I want, because the salary, money would give me the power to do all that. But along the years, I started to realize that the salary was not enough, and therefore I was not really living the kind of life that I thought with the salary I would be able to live. And that, of course, along the years, brought a lot of stress into my mind, into my body, into, I lived a stressful life just to realize that I'm not living my dream. And like we all may know, stress can lead to sickness. And so I started to get sick, different ailments, and I didn't really understand what was happening until much later when the doctor found that I had a thyroid problem, my thyroid gland not functioning. And therefore the hormonal imbalances brought poor health to me and was put on medication, which I was taking very faithfully, but the doctor kept on adding and adding the dosage. And so more ailments came to my body. I started to develop high blood pressure. Another time the sugar was rising. And they said it was because of the medicine, and I had no choice but just to try and live by them. And so I knew that my days were not going to be long here on this earth, unless by God's grace, and I lived by God's grace. But as regarded my health, I knew anytime, and especially when I would retire, I would go home and not live long, just die, because I wouldn't afford the medication, the eating, the food that the doctor, the lifestyle that the doctor was suggesting. But God had other plans. I was in this particular condition when a staff mate in the high school where I was invited me to a meeting like this one, my guest. I was once a guest, and that was the 15th of July 2012 here in Nairobi in one of the meetings. It was a physical meeting then. And I called this staff mate my angel, because my coming to that meeting was the turning point of everything in my life, and my hopes were to be revived. So they talked the very things that our presenter of the day, Josphat, and thank you very much, that was great presentation. That's what was presented. And people talked after the presentation, just like I'm doing today. And I heard two people say that they had been helped, that they by the supplements, the products of Neolife that the president has shared with us tonight. And they said that one had diabetes, but that time I was there, the diabetes was healed because of the products and with the supervision with the doctor. Another one had a child with asthma, and now the child was no longer having asthma. And at that point, I started to think of my life. Though I had come just to please my staff mates, I started to think of my life, and I thought in myself, perhaps if I joined this new life and I use these products, perhaps me too, I could be helped. And I prayed in my heart for God to help me believe what I had heard that day. And for sure he did. I joined New Life instantly, friends. And I was told them the supplements to take along with the doctor's medicine, which I started using very, very faithfully. And God is so kind, he impressed in my heart and my mind that I needed now at that particular point in time to invest in my health. And to date, I even encourage everyone to invest in their health, because our health is our greatest wealth, even as we have been reminded this evening. So I used them, friends. The most interesting thing is that along the following months, I started to feel better and better. And at the end of the first 6 months, the doctor said, your high blood pressure is stable now. The sugar is stable now. And for sure, I was feeling so much better that I wondered if I was still the same person, for which I thank God. And I want to tell you, friends, the doctor started reducing the medication. Initially, she was adding the dosage, but now I witnessed that she said she would start reducing it. Friends, let me say this in short. In my first 3 years, 8 months, I was enjoying so much health, and this is one of the benefits of New Life that I've enjoyed. I enjoyed health so much that the doctor said that my thyroid gland had become normal. It was normally functioning. And I ascertained to that because I was feeling that better. Like I had never been sick. That's very interesting. And I started to enjoy many more benefits, In fact, as I continued to teach, I started to look forward to retirement instead of fearing. So I became very hopeful. My hope of living longer, God's years, increased. And it was a very good feeling, friends. It's nothing better than such a feeling that, you live God's years, not to be cut short by an illness with suffering. So my hope was revived, and I saw myself retire, not only healthily, but full of energy, full of hope, wanting to do more and more and work more and more. It's just that my years of teaching ended. But now I was free to teach other people, and I started to define myself as a lecturer in the New Life University, where I had been taught the importance of living a healthy life and even, making some extra money. Because even before I retired, I started to make money. In fact, as I retired, I saw myself rise to director at New Life International, and I started to enjoy more money than when I was teaching, than my salary. In fact, I started to enjoy better lifestyle, where I would be called to meetings in the posh hotels in this city of Nairobi, where I would be invited to dinners for free in posh hotels in this city, the Intercontinental, the Hilton. I started to feel like my life was becoming better and better. A life that I had never enjoyed, though I had taught for 38 years, with the 28 of them having been sick until I found New Life. I started to enjoy better lifestyles. Even at the Windsor, I've been to the Windsor, one of the best hotels for tourists and wealthy people in this city, sponsored by the company. Then I started to enjoy international lifestyles for free with the rest of the directors and the big people of the company. Retired, but not tired, and touring the world. I found myself in Cape Town, and en route to Cape Town, we stopped at Ethiopia. So I've been to Ethiopia. And after several hours, we set off for Cape Town, where we stayed 4 days, 3 nights. I found myself in Abu Dhabi. And on the way to Abu Dhabi, we stopped at Dubai. So I've been to Dubai, I've been to Abu Dhabi, retired. I said, this is the best place to be. I am living a new life. This surely is the life that God meant for me to live, because he says he has good plans for my life. I've enjoyed all that. And I want to tell you, especially our guests tonight, what I am sharing tonight, I'm sharing on behalf of the other members of New Life who have enjoyed the same. And that is exactly what we are going to enjoy. Because you will ask me, Lydia Mwesa, you know, how have you come that far? You seem to have really enjoyed so much, you know, health, money, lifestyle, international lifestyle. You know, what did you do? Well, I did nothing on my own, but I know that the first thing I did is to believe. I believed in what I was taught that first day. And I believed in the stories of those who had experienced New Life before me. And I believed that if I made a decision to join Life, I would not be wrong. I would not go wrong. I believed in myself. To date, I live by believing in my leaders, in the company of New Life, and in myself, that whatever New Life offers delivers, because I have experienced that. And no one can take me away from that belief. I have come this far because of a burning desire in me to see better and better things happening to me and happening to those that I talk to. That's my desire. It gives me a lot of fulfillment to see that somebody says, Lydia, you talked about this. Please tell me how I can get help. And they listen and they get their health back. Others begin to earn extra money. And some we are traveling the world with. What can be better than that? What can give me more fulfillment than that? Number 3 is training. I have trained a lot. I am doing my 9th year, even as it is said in the link announcement, in a New Life. 2.5 years, I was still teaching, so I was doing New Life part-time, and I continued after retirement. But I never ceased training. I have not yet learned enough. Dear distributors, you should never feel that you have heard everything you need to hear. Yes, you may have heard, but please hear it. Just hear it. Accept to hear it over and over again. Repetition has power. You hear it over and over again until it is now in you and you can remind yourself. Training has helped him, and I want to thank God for my sponsor, because he stayed with me, with his wife in training, and because of my president team member, Josphat and Kariuki, they have held my hand this far, training and explaining things and helping me to grow in this opportunity. Of course, there have been a lot of sacrifices that I've had to make, of time in training and the time to do the basics, even as we have been presented to us tonight, to do the basics, you know, to share the opportunity with people and to share the products with people. I have to find time. I have to make a plan and be able to do that. I have to use money even to do some of the training, even the online. I have to learn that. And at my age, friends, I am telling you, unless you believe in yourself, you will be left behind and very frustrated. But the good news is it doesn't matter the age. Age is only in your mind. It's only a number, no wonder they say. Whatever you want to learn, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You can learn it whatever the age. When you are young, middle-aged, or old, just to want it, go for it, sacrifice time, believe in yourself, sacrifice money, And there you are, you will grow with it. So those sacrifices, going out of your comfort zone, even to do training overnight, you know, especially the international ones, because of the difference in times. And I want to thank God for that grace to be able to avail myself of such training. But let me share with you, friends, what my future is like. You may ask me, Lydia, what is your future in this business? Now you are getting older and older. Okay, thank you. But I want to get older in style. In style, in a new life. In a new life, I have learned that and I've seen that I will retire not sick, like most elderly people are after retirement, but with good health. Not poor, like most retired people after working and retired go home and they become so poor because the pension is kidogo. Me, I earn more in your life than my pension, I am telling you. So when they give me pension, nibashishitu, and that can happen to you, a dear distributor, and the guest of today. In a new life, I have seen that I can enjoy better and better lifestyles, locally and internationally, for free with the new life. And some I can even add for myself because the money is there. And that is exactly what you'll be able to do. But I also want to say that I am going to, my future is full of hope in the fact that I don't fear for my family. That when I'm old and I cannot perhaps move around a lot, my family, or when I go, God calls me, my family will have not, I don't know what is going to happen to my family. Like it happens many times. Children are even, you know, their land, their property is grabbed when their parents go, but no one can grab the new life business from my family. They will inherit, and that gives me a lot of peace, that with the new life, my family is secure. They will inherit that business, and I've seen, you know, I've seen many parents give their business, new life business to their children, and the children have inherited, and that makes me very happy. But most of all, I want to leave a legacy. The legacy of, here is a lady who joined New Life, retired, continued with the New Life, and has impacted on so many lives. She has been able to talk to so many. She has been able to be an example, a motivator to so many, you know, a champion of hope to so many. And many are going to enjoy better health and extra income and better lifestyle just because I said yes to New Life. And that will be the, you know, the most important achievement that God will have allowed me to have. And that is my desire. And I know it's a positive desire, it's a godly desire, and God is going to fulfill it to the honor and glory of his name. Therefore, our guest for tonight, I want to challenge us. Each one of us has been given the power to make choices. That's the best gift that God has ever given to a human being. The power to make your own choice. That first day when I made a choice to join a New Life, to partner with a New Life, I did not know much. I just believed from what I learned and heard other people say, and in myself. And I made a choice. And I keep on making choices, you know, on the same line, that here, there's a better future for me. It's the best place for me. And I want to invite you, our guest for tonight, that this is the best place for you. And you never regret, because we work together. That we have been supported and trained and cared for by this team, the Superstars team, in the leadership of our president, Josphat and Pieros, in the same way our guest tonight. You say no, you say yes, sorry, you come into a family that loves one another, and it will be there with you. You will not be alone, and we will work together. We welcome you. My fellow distributor, never feel it could be your first day. Perhaps you are just a new distributor today, or this week you partnered, or this month, or this year. It doesn't matter. You have started off. You are on the right path. Take heart. Believe in yourself. Believe in what we share with you. And believe in God. And let us all pray for one another, for God is for us. God bless you all. Thank you very much, our PT, for giving me this opportunity. I want to say thank you, and you can take up from there, please.
Wow. Thank you so much, our great leader, Lydia Mwesa. That is fantastic and very uplifting and convincing. I can only say if Lydia Mwesa can do it, any other person can do it. And
thank you.
I don't want to add anything. Those of us who have listened to Mwesa carefully and keenly, you know very well that you'll be able to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I want to take just a minute or two to close the meeting by showing you the lifestyle that is ahead of you. Because once we have perfect health, we have joined the money and we are building that sustainable wealth, then it's also good that we live a befitting lifestyle. And this is not a tale. It is something that is literally happening. Maybe sharing from where I stopped the slides. That's just a photo of myself when I was an employee, and when now I've built my business. For your information, in our 7th month, my wife PROs fired her boss, TSC. She even started calling a teacher suffering center. Physics, math, high school. She left for good. Myself, 2015, 20th September is when I fired my boss, Catholic University of Eastern Africa. From that time to date, we've been enjoying our time freedom. On a Monday, I will comfortably just be around with my children when other employees are, hustling in the jam and, rush hour and all that. So that is what can happen. So I deliberately thought of, let me show you my life when I was paying rent and all that, and when now I'm living my luxurious life, so that you know that that is what awaits you. Look at where my wife was brought up in, that hut house there. And look at the house she has built for her parents to give back. That's the power of the opportunity. And we are joining the best team, as Lydia Mwesa has been able to tell us. You can see there we are being recognized as #1. That is the Superstars team, #1 in the New Life World. And for the lifestyle and traveling, look at what happens. Someone will join us today, and by end of, say, next month, there will be directors and they'll be enjoying this kind of lifestyle. This is just last month. All these are directors, just some of them who were with us at Ole Sereni from morning, eating the whole day up to evening. And we'll be doing the same next month, but one. Then you got to Windsurf for lifestyle as a Sapphire director. As a Ruby director, we take you to South Africa in a gold-coated hotel called Santon Sun Hotel. That was 2012 in Victoria Falls. Then we went to Grand Hyatt with the founder, Jerry Brasfield, and so many other guys from around the world. We went to climb to the top of the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, in 2014 with the founder and others. Then we went to Obai. It's an island in Indian Ocean, Then we went with all these leaders to Cape Town. You can see Lydia Mwesa here. She was one of the leaders that went with us to enjoy ourselves in Cape Town. I remember this time I gave her and all these other leaders 52,000 Kenya shillings to buy some, shirts or blouse, in South Africa. And Mwesa was shedding tears of joy, wondering, wow, this is the good problem now I've landed myself into. Then we went to Abu Dhabi. That's Abu Dhabi Golf Club, Ferrari World, Yas Water World, the biggest mosque in the world. Then you are being treated in a 7-star hotel, Emirates Palace, All these things are waiting for you. Then Mauritius, young and old. Then we went to Mexico, Los Cabos. All these are president team members. That was 2018. Then 2019 again, we went to Abu Dhabi once again. You can see Lydia Mwesa down there, my biological father there. I can see Orao and Florence Okech there with the CEO, having fun. And every time you travel out of the country, they give you some appreciation for good work. Look at that one for last year, but 615,000 Kenya shillings on top of our bonus payment. And we are saying this, it all starts with one single step. Please don't procrastinate. If you can't start now, you can't start tomorrow. Chances are, the more you procrastinate, the higher the chances of never doing it. And the whole opportunity and blessing just slides off your hands like that. Pay the 8970 through that pay bill number, directly to the company, 985650. Then account number, you put your national ID, and then you forward that payment confirmation to the person who invited you here, and you get started. Life will never be the same again, I can tell you for a fact. And let us do it. By not joining, nothing really will happen. You'll continue living the life you have been living. But chances are you are not comfortable with that life. That's why you are looking for this kind of an opportunity. But by joining, you have no idea the doors that you'll be opening, and years to come, you'll be celebrating and thanking yourself for the decision you have made. Avoid the pain of regret and choose to change your life. We are here to support you. We will do it together, and let's make the world a healthier and a happier place. God bless you so much. Reach out to the person who invited you here and ask them only one question. How do I start now? We love you. Thank you for attending our meeting, and thank you for your precious time. God bless you. And until next time, bye-bye.